Hey everybody, it's your good buddy Dow Jones Dave, and I closed my NVDA put, not because I don't think NVIDIA is going to keep going down, but because of the implied volatility. It was silly. It was down 3% today, and my option was only up 10%, and that's really horrible for. Uh, I've talked about being in the reactive zone. That's horrible reaction for an option, at least in my opinion. So I closed it, and I'm looking for something else to short. And of course, I go over the most actives, and that's how I find my stocks. Everything under $100 I look at, and came up with PayPal. And why I like PayPal is it's not all ground down. It's been rallying, so it's a good candidate for a short. I saw a lot of stocks that were like in this position, which is not great for a short because, yeah, they could pull out, but they could double bottom and go up. And also the MACDs weren't favorable. And this is pretty ominous. So I like it. That's a 4-hour. The 1 day is still up, but it's, I like this for a short. It's a good position. I'm imagining we might be able to find a trend. We can, and it failed. So yeah. Now there is also that this looks kind of bottomy right here. Tell you the truth. So don't know, but I know the 4 hours rolling over, and I know the 1 day is rolling over, and it's the top of the rally, and it popped out of the zipper trend part, so I expect it to decline, retest, and decline again. So I think it's a good candidate for a short. Now, why did I close my NVIDIA call? Puts, I mean. All right, I'm going to show you what I call the money line. Yeah, I have to go out because I had to go so far out of the money to get a cheap put, right? A cheap put. So the put was at 340, right? I don't know. That's close enough right there. You can't get it exact on this chart, so 340, and I bought that put yesterday in this green line. We'll say right in the middle. I don't remember exactly. It was close to the beginning of the day, so it would have been a lower end of the bar. We'll call it the bottom of the green because you got a little spike down there. That's reasonable. That's also conservative. But what we do is we take this and so 2309.05. We want a line, and we want it right at 340, as close as we can get to it. And we draw it out to here, which is where, oh, no, 10.6. Okay, that's the distance line. Not quite. There it is. That's the distance line. Now we need to draw another line. Here's where we bought. Here's where we are. And we draw our target line down to there, like so, to October 6th. And then we draw another line from the buy to the intersection point of our time and distance line. Now, do you see how steep that is? Yeah, it was probably a little bit higher. Don't know. Close enough. See how steep this line is? Broadcom went down how much today? And I only made like 10% on the option because of the steepness of this line. That's what I talked about. That's implied volatility in the premiums of the option. It's actually even steeper than that, isn't it? Yeah. See? So you have to stay under that line for the option to be profitable. And you have to get a decent ways under it. You have to get it far away from it. So in other words, to make any real money, you'd have to have it crash and, get far away from this line. And the steepness of this line makes that very difficult. That's why I said I generally don't mess with high flyers. And this is why. Because of the steepness of this money line. Let's look at Verizon. I have I'll show you the difference here. And it's really insane difference. Okay, looks like Verizon's consolidating actually. But anyway, here's our daily chart. I shorted, where did I short? I think at the top of this bar yesterday. Yeah. On the open, yeah. Somewhere around here. So, and so this is our time bar now, which isn't really necessary. And at 30, I should have this all prepared, but I will show you how to do it. I can't see. Oh, there it is. I actually got it right on 33. Look at that. And out to expiration date of 10/13. So our distance would be here. Measure that from today, not where I bought it. Or you can measure this from today. It doesn't matter because what you're looking for is just the angle, and you can get that with only the arrow. In other words, I could go up here where I bought it. Come on, mouse. My mouse is messing up, sorry. 10/13, right where I bought it, right around there. Actually, I've been short Verizon since longer than that, since here. And I think it was at the bottom. I don't remember. I can't remember. I don't want to look it up. We'll just call it here for conservative sakes. Right? So this is our buy level. That's the 13th. Oops. Jesus, I hate that. 13th. 13. As I don't remember, we'll just say I bought yesterday at the top because I usually buy at the open. So open and maybe rallied a little. I don't remember. We'll say right at the top of that bar. I'm up pretty good on the position, like 50%. And here's the money line. So notice how far Verizon's already fallen from the money line because the money line isn't so steep, which is why I'm trading Verizon instead of a high flyer. And I think a lot of people just overlook the old stodgy stocks because they're not exciting, But this is pretty exciting. Ah! Fucking mouse. Don't you hate that when your mouse stops working? Alright, there was something underneath it. So, up 46% on the Verizon. But that's how you do a money line. You see, and you can gauge whether the move you expect is actually going to make you any money. And I think the move on NVDA would eventually have made me some money, but any kind of up move just destroys that possibility because that line is so steep. You know, even if you it doesn't help. Even if you expand it in, a lot of it is because it's October 6th instead of the 13th. So if I bought an October 13th put, that line's a lot less steep. You see, but they're more expensive, and I didn't want to put that much into it. So remember, I'm just training still as an option trader, a short-term option trader. I already know what to do on the intermediate and long term. Just wait for a monstrous meltdown and then take calls out, long-term calls out on the high flyers. Intermediate, you know, like 3 to 6 months usually works pretty good. 8 months. If you go a full year out, you pay really a lot for the time. 3 to 6 months, not so much. You know, you can still get a lot of reaction from your options because the time value isn't extreme. So anyway, I just wanted to explain why I closed NVIDIA and that I like PayPal for a short, and I'll probably pick this up on the open, a put, with the caveat that if it breaks up, I'm out, because it could all, you know, this is a huge gap. But as we've seen on NVIDIA, just because it's a huge gap doesn't mean it's going to close right away. And this looks like at least a retest down here, or a retest of here, and that's like what, 350. That's enough to make money. That's be 5%, and this would be, well, let's see. I got the chain up already, don't I? No, I didn't, because the chain, the thing expires. And I made about 10% on NVIDIA. But how much it moved, you know, that was just really frustrating. All right, so here we are. PayPal is $62.65. I want to spend, well, $30. So if it opens down a little bit, I should be able to get a 55 put. October 13th. So let's see what that would look like on the value scale. I've got a few minutes left here. PayPal. Let's see if I can do it quickly this time. Get our arrow. October 13th. Price is here. Yeah, we want, oh, come on, don't do that. I gotta get 55 on the chart. Where's 55? Okay, that's $54.99. 10.13. That's going to have to be close enough. So, our value line is going to be from here to there. Which isn't too steep. And it looks like PayPal is probably going to fall a decent amount of ways underneath it. That's frustrating right there. You can't. But anyway, you can even see it on this scale. You know, as long as you're underneath this line, your option will be profitable. So anyway, that's how you determine whether or not it's possible to make a good profit off an option contract. It's Dow Jones Dave with 50 seconds left, and I finally kept track of how long the video is. Happy trading to you, and I'll see you next time.